So this is my number 2 extended thoughts for my top 10 changes I want to see in Disney Infinity 3.0 in relation to the toy box. If you haven't seen the overview video, there's a link in the description if you want to check that out, where I briefly go over each of the 10 relatively quickly. But this is my extended thoughts on number 2, which is combining the interiors with the main toy box. I feel like I've spoken about this one numerous times before, so I don't want to spend a huge amount of time on it. But in a nutshell, I don't like the fact that the interior stuff was separate to the exterior stuff. I don't see why you couldn't have created those same room pieces that were in the interiors just as a toy themselves, that you plopped on the toy box floor just the same as you did with, say, the tunnel pieces and the you know, the sewer parts and the cave stuff, all of that. I don't understand why you couldn't just have that. That makes total sense to me. Yes, it might look a bit janky on the exterior, but we've seen incredible block art of exteriors, and we have exterior pieces. You just have to make exterior facades that fit the interior block pieces. At the very least, I just don't understand why you wouldn't just create wall pieces that you can just construct interiors using walls like any other wall in Disney Infinity. It doesn't make a great deal of sense to me. I'm blanking in the, like, I'm sure I've heard in the past it's something about how toys didn't work with other things. I don't know. This doesn't seem like the end of the world to me. To me, I just never go in the interiors in Disney Infinity 2.0. Had huge promise, but ultimately under-delivered. I think it split resources because there was, you know, there was cool toys that you could only have in the interiors. It's just, you know, pretty much forcing a situation where you have to have a load screen. If you want a toy box that has exterior and interior, you're basically forced to have a load screen using one of the doors. Just overall, I just think it wasn't executed well at all, and so ultimately I just want to see a unified toy box and just work out how you can bring better interior situations into the normal toy box. And if certain things don't work, well, isn't that just as simple as a prompt to say, hey, sorry, this toy doesn't work with that interior piece? Like, that might be disappointing, but I still think that's better than having to force a load thing. I mean, let's not forget that the interiors were broken out of the gate. The textures weren't saving. I can't remember the specific details, but you could delete the fireplace and then there was no way to get it back. I mean, it just really seemed rushed and not fully fleshed out and thought out. So I really hope that interiors get a complete makeover in 3.0, and I hope that they can bring it into the normal toy box so that we just got this one place that we're building and not having to be all over the place. That's really all I have to say about it. It's a pretty simple request, but I think it would make toy boxes that much more interesting if we can have this non-load screen free flow from exterior to interior. That's what I think. Let me know what you think about interiors in the comments below, and we will discuss them in a future episode of the Inside Infinity podcast, and got one left, so I'll see you in the next one.